Hopefully we've got a good one for you. We're making a DIY transition strip between the carpet and the green tile here. We recently had carpet installed, and this is what we are doing. DIY, saving huge money. Let's get started. So we've got tile here that is bumping up against the freshly installed carpet, and it's a little irregular. My wife doesn't think it's a big deal, but I don't like it. So what we're going to be using is this very inexpensive half round molding strip. You've heard of quarter round. This is half round, so like a half a circle. We're going to be going to the store, picking this up at Lowe's, several of these strips, and they're 8-foot strips, and we're going to be painting them and priming them, of course. This is the paint and primer that I'm using. Links in the description for the actual molding strips and the paint and the primer that I'm using. This was sponsored by Lowe's. They gave me this stuff in exchange for an honest review and a video. So that's what I'm doing, and we love this stuff. It's durable. It's got an enamel finish, this paint. Anyway, we're going to prep the surface really well. I'm cleaning it with alcohol pads and steam cleaning it where this transition strips are going to go, because we have to make sure that that tile is free of debris, dirt, grime, grease, and all that good stuff. Next, we're going to be marking our transition strips that we have already painted. Everything's dry, of course, and we'll be making those miter cuts using the miter saw. Next, we have some heavy-duty construction glue, and just a tube of this is just fine, and we put a bead on the underside of it. And then we very carefully, don't let this stuff touch your carpet. This could be nasty business. We'll very carefully flip it over and get that into position. Now here's the key: pushing it down and then pushing it up against the carpet as far as it will go. In other words, you want the carpet fibers to kind of cover at least half of the half round piece. So we'll be pushing it toward the carpet and then using some DIY Backyard Bob Jimmy rigged weights. So heavy paint cans, barbells, or dumbbells, I should say, stones, anything that we can do to keep that compressed. And we're going to let that sit and cure for like 24 hours at least. And guess what? It's splooged out. I recommend wiping this stuff up. Don't let it dry, because then you have to come through with the razor blade and gently pry it out and cut it out. Not a huge deal, but definitely annoying, and a meticulous job at the end of it that I could have avoided. So learn from my mistake. So I did this in 2 different sections, and the second section, you're going to see it cleans up. It looks a lot better because I wiped it down when the glue was still wet, when it splooged out, as much as I could anyway. So here's the second round, and I'm getting as much of it as I can wiped up through the weights. Some of it still dries on there, and you got to cut that off, but you can see how I can kind of get a wet paper towel and wipe the glue before it sets. Anyway, we've got this to clean up. There's a little bit of haze on the tile, but we can scratch that up and get that taken care of. And then fluff out the carpet. You're going to push the fibers that way, and this is what it looks like when it's all said and done. Do you like it better before or after? I don't know. My wife says it could go either way. I kind of like it with the transition strips, which is why I'm making this video. Duh. And of course, my dog likes it. We've got a encapsulated little carpet area for him. But this is what it looks like, and I think that is a very inexpensive upgrade to the home. So hopefully this video has inspired you. Thanks. Hey, buddy.